Oh hey, welcome to the video. You've read the title, you've probably clicked out the video to watch better content, but before you do that, hear me out. Still there? Okay. Patreon. What is it? Patreon is a site where you can pledge money every month to a certain someone. Well, that just sounds like subscription with no benefits or a GoFundMe clone. And normally, I'd agree with you. But what makes Patreon special is the feature for the person whom you donated to give you something in return. These are called perks. But Jonas, I hear you ask, why are you telling me all of this? Well, let me give you your cathartic relief, because in this video, I'm announcing that I've launched a Patreon. Each tier offers you perks that makes you, my loyal viewer, get more more access to content to my content creation. But Jonas, I hear you ask again, what are you going to do with all the money you get? If we're gonna pledge money, we gotta know if it's going towards a good cause. You guys are just the nosiest little shit today, aren't you? In all seriousness, let me explain some backstory. 2020, financially speaking, didn't look so great, and it is not looking any better in 2021. You see, as a college student in Sweden, I get student loans every month, which is 1,200 Swedish crowns, that is roughly 145 US dollars or roughly 105 pounds. Money like that for college students often goes to materials like pencils and books, grub from the city, access to public transport across the region, etc. So it should all be enough for a student. However, since I also need money for subscriptions such as Trains Plus, purchasing hardware for my computer to function better, money for 3D modeling commissions, basically all the necessities I need for content creation isn't enough with my only source of income at the moment, which is my student loans. But get a job, Jonas! At the moment, I really can't. You see, college students in my course do not have the time to contribute to society that much, sadly, especially if you're a chum like me making train videos with a virtual locomotive driving software. So, a Patreon is my way of compensating some extra amounts for content creation. A Patreon also gives me the privilege to award your generosity. Now, let me explain what each tier offers you. Tier 1, or as I call it, the Welcomers tier. Pledging as little as $1 gives you access to the super cool Patreon chat and voice channel at my Discord server, as well as a neat rank. Don't have Discord? Well, not to worry, your pledge to as little as $1 will be regarded as a tip to the free content I give to all of you. Was that condescending? Who cares, moving on. Tier 2, the Wojak tier, where pledging $5 gives you more humble recognition, to put it lightly. For $5 you get the same perks from the first tier, as well as access to some first stage exclusive content like behind the scene pics, some snippets from a future video, etc. Tier 3, the Chad tier. Jumping up to pledging $10 gives you all the previous tier perks, as well as a shoutout at the end of every video I make. For only $10, that is insane! But it doesn't end there, my dear viewer. Tier 4, the Ascended tier, where you're willing to pledge $25, which is not only very generous, but very rewarding. I mean, that is kind of subjective in this case, but just subscribe to this channel in the first place, right? $25 gives you all the previous perks, except this time, you'll be able to get early screenings of new videos. And yes, that includes my Dark Times video, where you'll be able to view it with me and some friends. Tier 5, the Raygun tier. What could possibly be better than the previous tier? For $50 a month, you'll not only get all the previous tiers, but also these following perks. You'll gain privilege of script consulting, which means you are able to consult me with a script for any video. Receive producer's credit on every episode of So Dark Times of Frenzy Payback, and additionally, I'll promote your content on the community tab on my YouTube channel. Not only that, you'll receive the opportunity to customize an exclusive rank on my Discord server, which is why I'd like to call this tier the Drip tier. Tier 6, the King of Sweden tier. I made this as a joke. Who the hell wants to pledge $100 to me? All I do is make trains videos. Do not pick this tier, okay? But for the very generous person, pledging $100 will give you access to all the previous tiers, as well as an admin rank on my server. You would really put that much trust in a generous stranger? I hear you ask. Well, I mean, why would you pay $100 a month just to get admin on the server? Sounds kinda cringe and simpy if you ask me. Either way, regardless of what tier you decide to pledge, every bit of money I receive is far and beyond generous enough. So if you want to see my content improve, or on the off chance you just want me to keep making content as long as possible with little chance of personal life getting in the way, do consider pledging some buckaroos to your favorite Swedish Thomas loving furry demon. So until then, this is where I get off.